Yeah, we'll start our classes today, and so we'll learn about how to create a Gmail account and how to use it. So hope everybody has an email account, and let's brush up those concepts and see how to create it from the start. Okay. So
Okay, then.
okay, and so Gmail is used for sending and receiving emails. So you can uh, you can receive any email if you uh, from others, or you can send any emails to others. So it's a form of communication. Okay. Uh, so we'll see how to use Gmail now. So you go to gmail.com, and you see an option called create account. Okay. So click create account. You have to choose for myself or to manage my business. So we will do it for ourselves. Okay. So we're not beginning business. So we'll do it for myself. You select this option, and give any first name or last name. So let it be TechWorks. Okay. Uh, so give first name and last name, and type the Gmail username. Okay. So this says the username is already taken. So that means somebody else is already using this email, techworks at gmail.com. So it's this available things, right? So this suggests what are the available options. So Google automatically gives us some suggestions to use any of those usernames. So we'll not use all these ones. So we'll just say TechWorks 2021. Okay. So this one is already used. Okay. Okay. So so it doesn't throw an error, and so this one is available. So we can use this. Uh, uh, so we can use this username. So remember, this will be your Gmail account. So techworks at gmail.com. This will be your account to receive and send email. So you this is the one people will be using you to send emails. So okay, so then we have to type a password. So password could be anything. So ABCD 1 2 3 4 5 and ABCD 1 2 3 4 5. So password, they are asking us to confirm to make sure that we don't read type the password wrongly. Uh, so see here, right? So you should have both the emails, both the passwords same, or else it will throw an error. In case if you say two and type to submit, right? It will say the passwords didn't match. So that means we have to match those passwords. So both should be same. So we'll try the same thing again, and then click next. Okay. See, it's saying that the password should be stronger. So ABCD 1 2 3 4 is a very common password. So it Google doesn't allow those passwords. So it is suggesting to use a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Okay, so these are allowed things. So you could say tech 20. So you could say something like this. So you can use symbols like this also. Okay, tech 20. So now let's try it. And again, it says you should use 8 characters or more. So let's say 2021. And let's see. Okay. So this passwords work. Okay. And so you could. So Google is asking us to type the password. Which one thing? It's asking us to type the number also. So no. So Google says what are get more from a number. So it says you can use a number to receive video calls or messages. Uh, so we choose. Let's skip this thing for now. Okay. So again, it gives the privacy terms and conditions. So you can read the privacy terms and conditions if you want. And see, if you see all those things, right? So it says save my web and activity in my Google account. So it says whatever you do with the Google account, right? It saves in your Google account. So you can choose not to give these things. Okay, so we'll choose to save these activities, and it also shows personalized ads. So if you type, I mean, if you uh, let's say if you use a Gmail account to search for a shoe, you may get ads on shoes. So if you switch this off, right, you won't get related ads on your Google accounts. So this we can switch it on, okay. And also YouTube search history. So whatever you type in YouTube could be saved. Your search history can be saved or cannot be saved. So you can opt what to use, okay. And okay, so we have chosen all the options, and we also uh, read all. So we should have read all these terms and conditions also. So once we do that, we can agree. So once you type agree, right, I think you should be able to get an account created. So yep, so we got our account created, okay. So So initially, once the account is loaded, Google is giving us some tips to show us what are the options available, what are the available features in Gmail. So it has Google Meet. Okay, so Google Meet is nothing but to create. It's something like Zoom. Okay, so uh, it helps us to uh, set up a meeting with others and have video calls or audio calls with a number of people, and it says 100 maximum we can have 100 people on a single meet, okay, single meeting. Okay, so once you select got it, so this is our Gmail account, okay. So and if you want to see our Gmail, it's here. So this is what we created, you remember, right? So it says tech07works gmail.com. So this is our Gmail account, and automatically we are signed in, okay. So okay, and so so if you see Gmail, right, it is the inbox. So inbox is a place where you receive all those emails, okay. So whenever someone sends you an email, it appears in this inbox. So inbox by default it has three tabs. So there is a primary tab, there is a social tab, and there is a promotions tab, okay. So So if you see here, right, automatically Gmail classifies all the emails into different categories. So primary email. So primary email is basically an email which is specifically sent to you alone, as for to nobody else. So maybe there is a if an email is sent to 100%, so it won't appear here. So it will go under social or promotions. So this is one thing, and so So first time, so we have received an email. So the emails we received, right? It should be it will show in highlighted bold letters as you can see here. So we haven't read this email and it still is bolded. So let's say if I click it and read this email, right? You could see the letters are not bolded. It's just in plain format. So if the email is 100, it will be in bolded format, or else it will be in normal font. So this is a welcome email from Gmail, and so it's says what are the options we have. So it says. So this is our first name. So this is the first name we gave, right? So it says high tech, okay. And yeah, so this is just a welcome email from Google, okay. So this is one thing. And social, we have already some emails that's sent default, okay. So from either, so this is basically ad. So it says ad, right? We didn't ask them, ask our, I mean, we didn't. I mean, Google automatically sends us some ads. So this is just ad emails, okay. So that's it. So this is one thing. So and let's see how to send an email first, okay. So there is an option called compose. So using that compose email, we can create a email and we can send it to anyone we want, okay. So again, since the first time we are using this Gmail, open the Gmail account, right? Google gives us a suggestion. So each list is different signatures, okay. So we'll talk about signatures later. And so this is the create uh, compose email dialog box. So we can we can call it as a pop-up or a dialog box, okay. So there are multiple segments in this. Uh, so compose dialog box, and the first thing is to. So this is a receiver. So this is where we should type the receiver's email account. So let's say the receiver's email account is Rob. So this is the receiver's email account, okay. And so this is the person who is going to receive this email. So you have to type that here. So there is two options. So subject. So subject is subject of an email is the thing that appears here. So if in this case, right, the subject is tech finish setting up your new Google account. Okay, and if you go inside, you can see it here. So this is what we type here. So this will be the subject. So you could type anything here you want. Say, let's say. Uh, So this should be your email subject. Okay, so let's type an email. Okay, hi Robert. So this is the content we are going to type. So this is the content that will come up here in this body of the email. Okay, so what we're trying to do is type the body. Okay, hi. Let's say hi, uh, Robert. Please join our classes. So we could type anything here, and you could say thanks for TechWorks. So this is. This is a general email, okay. So this is a signature. So from where who's sending the email? So we generally have a thanks and regards or thanks and our name here. So and we have the body content here. So please join our uh, so computer class on Sundays, okay. And it is the greeting. So first thing you're typing is hi Robert. So this is how we greet a person in email. Okay. So this is the first option. So once you send it, the email will be sent to uh, Robert, and we can see it here if you want. Okay. Okay. So, so now the email would have been sent, and if you want, we can see the email. Okay. Mm. See, we have our email received. Okay, so it says TechWorks welcome. So this is our subject, and it says please join our Sunday classes and thanks and regards. So this is how you receive an email. Okay, so so this is the first thing about Gmail. So we can send emails using this compose option. So compose option helps us to send the emails. Okay, and so this is second one. Okay, let's see. So we can start some emails. So let's say some emails are important to us. So let's say this is an important email. So there is an option to start those emails. Okay, so you can refer it later. So once you click the start option, right, and if you click it here, you can see the Gmail here. So the email, the particular email here. You can have multiple starred emails, and once you unselect it, and if you see it, you don't have you won't it won't appear in the starred section. So this is the purpose of having starred email. So you can use it for very important emails and for emails which you want to refer later. Okay, so this is starred, and so there is another option called snoozed. Okay, so let's say I want to snooze this email. I mean, I've already received this email, okay, but I don't want to. I don't want to see that email, so I want to receive the email again at a later point of time. So let's say it's 972, right? I will. I'll say. I'll select the time. I want to get the email delivered by. Uh, let's say 7:03. Okay, so I'll choose this option. So there is an option. There are a lot of icons here. If you go to the end of this email and you click snooze and you say you can choose any time here, or you can just say pick date and time. Okay, so we'll say this thing, we'll say 07, so 04A 7. So we're going to receive this email by 7:04 p.m. So it's now 7:02, and you click save, right? So you can see that the Gmail account is out of this inbox. So we have already received the email. So, but once you use the snooze option, right? It moves out of our inbox and goes to the snoozed tab. So you can see it here. Okay, so and you can see the timing also here. So if you see here, right, you can see it's snoozed here. So what happens is you will receive the email again, and you will see again it's in an unread option. Okay, so we'll wait for 7:04. Okay, it's now 7:03. And if you wait for some time, we should be able to receive that email. So before waiting, we can move to the next topic. Okay, so there's a sent option. So this sent tab, right, gives you a list of emails which is already been sent. Okay. So we just sent an email to Robert07 Ravikumar, right? So click this thing and you can see well, what is the email sent, okay, and what time. All those options are provided. All those things are available in this section. Okay. And so this is sent, okay, and we haven't received that email yet. Okay, so there's another option called drafts. Okay, so let's say I started composing an email. Okay, and so let's say I want to send an email to someone. Okay, and so let's say uh, so we are sending another email to the particular person. Okay, and we'll say hi. So the classes are rescheduled. Okay, rescheduled. So something happens and I don't want to. So let's say I'm busy with something. So I've typed the email, but for some reason I don't want to send this email right away. Okay, I want to send it later. Maybe I don't know the exact time at what the class is rescheduled. So I have to ask someone and wait for the information to arrive. So I have to say okay. So I don't know the time and all. So what I can do is I can save to drafts and can uh, I can send the email later. So if you see here, right, automatically it saves all those email to drafts. So whenever you open an compose a dialog box and you start typing anything, the email is I mean the email is sent to drafts. Okay. Okay. So this is one thing. So you can close this and maybe after some time you again can click this and you can send this email at a later point of time. So we'll keep it here and I mean maybe we can send it after at later time. Okay. So this is the purpose of having drafts and so similar to okay, so the snooze time we have chosen it wrongly. Okay. I think we should have chosen 17th, right? Today is 17th. Say 17:09 p.m. So today, in another minute, we should be getting this in. What happened? Okay, 1909. Save. So we are given we given today. So what happened is we didn't give the date properly. So we chose tomorrow's date, and it was we didn't receive the email yet. So we have chosen today's date, January 17th, and we have chosen at 7:09 we should receive this email. So for your information, the inbox is clear now, and now we have received this email again. Okay, so it pops up into our inbox. Uh, so and again you can see this email here. So it so that's the option of having an snoozed email. So it appears in the inbox again. So yep, okay. So this is snoozed option. Okay. And so similar to start, right? We can choose some important emails to be important, or so so important we can choose. So let's say where do we choose important emails? Mhm. See, this email is already marked as important. So if you see here, right? So if you select the important option, you can see that email in this important menu. So if you go here and say mark as not important, okay, and you cannot see that email in the important inbox again, but still you will be seeing it uh, in your inbox. So, but still, if you want to, so as this email is sent by Gmail, they have already set the email as important. So instead of that, we can set it yourself as important. So any other email, right? You can use this menu, and in the inbox, open the email in the menu. You can choose mark as important, and once you do that, you can see the email again in the more and in the important section. So this is how you make an email important. So you can choose this option to uh, show that the email is important. Okay. So yeah. So that's it. So then you'll have chats. Okay. So you can chat with anyone. So let's say uh, so something like WhatsApp and or Facebook chat, anything. So similar to all those things. So you can instead of sending emails, you can have a conversation and chat with someone. So let's say I can say Robert, not someone. So I can say invite, and so you can invite another person to chat with you, and so we can you can chat with them only when you accept the chat. So let's say we log into the other account. So we log into the other account, and to invite. We haven't received it yet. So, but once you start, once the invitation is accepted by the other party, you can chat with the other person. Okay, so that's the purpose of having a chat. And mm, so there's an invitation sent. நீ போலியா இங்கதானா okay, sorry, the email got disconnected. Okay. So that's are you able to hear me? So that's the purpose of having chat. Okay, so this is one thing, and even you can make seems you can make a phone calls also. So you can type in any number and you can make a phone call, but I think you have to pay for it. I never used it, but let's see those options later. Not now. Mm, so yep. So okay. So if you want to open a draft again, you can go to drafts and you can see the number of drafts available here. So that means the email is not yet sent. Okay. So you can choose this one and open this one, and you can type in from the last from where you left last. Okay. So after that you can edit anything and you can send that email. Okay. So that's it. So once you do that, it goes away from your drafts, and it you can see this inside the sent items. Okay. So this is how you use drafts. Okay. And okay. So this is so any doubts in this? So anything you're not clear, or you want to explain me again? Okay. So this is okay. And okay, what else? And so scheduled. Maybe we can see it later. So spam is nothing but you'll always get spam emails from uh, maybe some falsified emails or something. So email when it thinks this emails are not you. Gmail when it thinks this email is not useful, it adds to the spam folder automatically. So and the spam Emails get deleted after 30 days automatically when it is in spam. Okay, so this is one thing. So whenever email is deleted, it appears in the trash. So let's say I delete this email, right? So when I delete it, so it goes away from inbox and it should appear in okay. Let's say we'll delete this one. So delete. So this email appears in the trash now. So what we've done is we have delete the email in the inbox and it doesn't appear here and it goes to the trash. So trash is just unwanted emails we can delete it. So if you want to restore it, you can restore it. So go to so open this email and okay. So we are not able to. So once you move this trash, right, you won't be able to move it back to inbox. Okay, so it's already deleted. So you cannot move that email back to uh, your inbox. So that's it. So yep. So that's about trash. Okay, we have seen all these things, labels and all we can latest. Okay. So okay, we'll see how to add fonts or links or something else. We'll see all these options. Okay. So as we saw it, right, we can type some email. So we can give subject hi, hello. So we can type anything if you want. Okay. So we have some formatting options as we do in Word and all the other things, right? So we can format our text also here. So let's say what are the options provided here? So we can choose the fonts, okay, and increase the font size. So select this one. If you want to increase the font size, right? Okay, this is undo redo. Okay, so we can undo certain things. Okay, so whatever it typed, right? We are undoing it. So it's similar to the things we learned in Word and other things. So again, we can redo the same stuff. So you just have to click all these things. Okay. So this is one thing. So and if you want to choose a different font, you can choose any font. So now the font is a bit different. So what happened? Drafts. So go to drafts again. Click on that. Okay. So you can choose. See the font is a bit different now. So you can see uh, the different fonts. Okay, maybe you have to select. So we'll choose Georgia. So you can choose any of the options provided here. So I mean, there are very few options provided in this uh, Gmail account, and so you can choose whatever you want from the provided options. Okay, so I'll choose Comic Sans MS. And again, we can choose the font size also. You can choose huge. Uh, you can see large. You can use small. So we'll use normal. Okay. And again, we can bold certain things. We can bold these subjects. So you can see how it's bolded, right? You can see the difference in these in this option. So how it's bolded and I mean, you can see the difference between normal fonts and the bolded font here. And again, you can choose to say italic if you want. So italic. So all these things you should be knowing by. So italicized character. So it's a bit different than the normal text. So italicized. Uh, so this is the option you can use. So and again you can use underline. Again you can choose the okay. So so we're talking about fonts and fonts colors, right? So you can choose the background color of any font. So if you want background color for this text, right, you can choose green, and you can just the text color to be blue. Okay. So now you can see the font color and the uh, so you can see the font color and the text color. It's different than other things. So you should choose from these options to uh, from these options to select the font and text color. Okay. And again, we have indents, okay, left indent, centered, okay, and right indent. So, sorry, alignment. So this are called alignments, right? So it's all similar to the things we learned in Word and other stuff, right? So alignment, how do you align all those things? So we usually use the left alignment, and we'll switch back to left alignment. And again, then we have bullets and numberings. Okay, so let's say uh, please buy the following items. Okay, so we can just type pencil, uh, pencil, pencil. Okay, pen. So instead of typing those numbers ourselves, we can choose this thing. Okay, so when you click this, you will have the number automatically populated. So you can type pencil. You press enter, it goes to the it gives another numbering. So these are all just bullets and numbering. The same thing what we learned in my word. So bullets and numbering, if you remember, we learned it. And so pencil, pen, rubber. So press enter, you will have the number automatically generated. You don't have to specifically type anything. So pencil, pen, rubber, okay, sketch. Click enter and enter again. You will stop the numbering. So what I did is I clicked 5. Clicked a single enter, and you don't type anything and click enter again. You will move out from the numbering. So again you can go to the uh, your normal formatting. Okay, so you can just say something as soon as possible. And yep, so this is numbered list. Okay, yep. This is numbered list. So we don't have bullets, it seems. Do we have bullets? Yeah, we have bulleted list also. So instead of that, I don't want uh, I don't want numbers. Okay, so let's say I want bullets. So you can choose from bullets here. So bulleted list. So we can choose pencil, pen, same thing. So once you type it, you can just say enter to move to the next line. So click enter, enter again, enter again, you're gone. So two times enter, it will stop the bullet. It will stop the bullets or numbering, and it will move to the normal format of the text. So this is one thing. Okay, so this is indent. So how do we indent from left or right? So indent is nothing but how you, I mean, you can see the indent, right? So this is zero indent. So it starts from the right from the beginning. And this numbers, bullets, right? This is indented a bit. So if you want to indent more, you can just say right arrow, it moves to the right. You can see it, right? So this is called indenting. And similarly, we can left indent and right indent. So this is right indent. So we are moving to the right. So indent less, so left indent. So press this one and it moves to the left automatically. So this is another formatting option provided by Gmail. Okay. Yep. So again, there are some options, and the remaining options is so strike through. So let's say I want to have a strike through format. Okay. So you can see it, right? It is strike through the select a letter. So what it does is it just draws a line over the character. So that is called a strike through. Okay. So that is one thing. And you can remove formatting. Okay. So this is a format, right? You can just say remove format, and you can see you don't have any strike through option now. I mean, you don't have that word strike through. So what we did is we removed that formatting. So it could be any kind of formatting. So let's say this one, right? Uh, it's underlined. Now you can say it's underlined, but if you want to remove that underline, you can just say remove formatting. Okay. So once you do that, the formatting, the underline is removed from that option. Okay. So anything, any questions? So are you guys listening? Okay. And so this is, so these are the options. So we have gone through all these things, right? Undo, redo, shift size. Okay, we know how to change the size of the characters for fonts, bold, italic, text color, background color, and alignment, numbers, bullets. So strike through. Okay, so we have something called codes. Okay, so this thing it just highlights. Okay, so codes is nothing. Okay. Okay, so we have seen all the formatting options, and now we can see how to attach files. Okay, so let's say if you want to attach any files, right? You can use this option. So for an email, right, you can send files also using those email options. So go to attach files, click on it, and you can choose any option. Okay, so let's say I want to. I will select this PDF to attach. Okay, so there is some PDF attached, and you can see the attachment here. If you want to remove the attachment, you can click that remove. You can use this into mark to remove the attachment, and the attachment always appears at the bottom of the draft. Okay, so this is how you attach an email. So it could be any format or art. It's limited to a certain size. I think it's, I don't know the exact size, but it's that you cannot attach videos which is very large, like a 1 GB or 2 GB. You cannot do it. there is a size limit for all the attachments. It could be any format, but there is a size limit on that. Okay, so you can attach and you can insert links. So insert links, so uh, same thing. So Google search. Okay, we can say google.com. So this is the email. Click OK. So now you can see the uh, link attached. Okay, and so the text that should appear, it appears, but when you click it, right, when you press Control, say it goes to google.com. So that's how an attachment works. So it's very similar to the things we saw in Word or Excel or PowerPoint, anything. So this is how you do an insert link. So click on this. You can type any the word to display. So you can just say display text or Google search or anything you want, and you can give the web address here. So this is how you insert a link. And yeah, so similar to WhatsApp, we have emojis also. So if you want to add any emojis, right, you can do it here. So insert emoji. So you can select any emoji or search for any emojis. Happy, you can search for happy face. Okay, so you can choose any emojis and want, and you can add it to the body of the email. Okay, so this is one thing. And this is insert files using Drive. Maybe we can learn about Google Drive later. Maybe next week we can learn it. And for now we can skip it. So insert a photo. Okay, so maybe photos also we can learn later. Insert photo. Turn conditional mode off on insert signature. Okay, very nice. So okay, so these are the formatting options and options in the compose email dialog. Okay, and you can send the email right away, or else you can choose the email to be sent at a later point. Okay, so that means schedule send. So now the time is 7:37, but I don't want to send that email right away. Okay, so maybe I want to send it at a later point of time. So similar to snooze, right? We can choose a time here. So go to, there is a drop down option in the send before the send icon. Okay, send button. So choose at more send options. Click reschedule send, and similar to that time picker, we can pick up a date and time to send that email. Okay, so we'll choose to send at 7:40 and by 18th. Okay, so instead of selecting tomorrow afternoon, all these pre-defined times, we can pick our own time. Okay, so for the demo purpose, so we would say January 17th today, and we'll say 8:40 p.m. So that means the email is going to be sent at 8:40 p.m. and so schedule sent. So that means, and once you do that, you will get an alert saying the schedule is sent at 8:40 p.m. and you can see that thing in the scheduled items. Okay, so you can click this and click this scheduled items. I can see the email. So click to open the email. You can see all the things you have typed in and all the things you have attached. And also you can see this scheduled timing. Okay, so you can choose to cancel the schedule. So once you cancel it, it again goes to drafts. Okay, so again, maybe if you want to so it again goes to draft from scheduled. So maybe you can again, if you want to schedule it, you can reschedule it. So again, we'll choose 7:40, and it's scheduled to be sent at 7:40 p.m. So if you go to send, right, you won't see it here. So this is not the first team. I mean, this is again is still in scheduled. Okay, uh, once it's sent, right, you can see that in the sent email. Okay, so until then you won't be able to see it in the uh, sent email list. Okay, so we'll wait for it to be sent. It says 8:40 p.m. Oh my God. Okay, so okay, I got it. Okay, so we we have to reschedule it. So we don't want to be sent at 8:40. We want it to be sent by 7:40, right? Okay. So how do we reschedule the time? So we'll again say cancel send. Go to drafts. So the email is already open. So we'll select uh 7 something. Okay, so see it immediately. So 7:41 we can send. So January 7, 7:41. So let's say 7:42. Why is it saying valid time? Okay, so we have scheduled the email to be sent at 7:45 p.m. Okay, so we'll wait for that until then. So until then, you won't be able to see that in the sent email. So that which means the email is not being sent yet, and it's still in our account yet to be it's still in our scheduled item list yet to be sent to the receiver. Okay, so we'll see again at 7:45 p.m. So until then we can see something else. Okay. Okay. So we'll compose another email. Okay. So we'll see about CC, BCC. Okay. So there are three types of email receivers. Okay. So it could be a two or a CC or a BCC. So two stands for the email receiver. Okay. And CC stands for carbon copy, and BCC stands for blank carbon copy. So let's say what is the difference between 2 and CC and BCC? Okay, so 2, uh, let's say you assign a task to someone. Okay, so he has to action on the task. So um, that guy will be always in a two email. So I want maybe Robert. Okay, so I want Robert to uh, drive a taxi or finish some certain task. Okay. Uh, Let's say take computer class. Okay. So I just want Robert to take computer class. Okay. So hi Robert, please takes uh, today's computer class. And so Robert has action on it. So Robert has to take the class. So that's the reason he is in the two option. So who comes in the CC option? So CC option is someone who, I mean, he doesn't have to take an action, or he doesn't have to work on the email. Okay, so he could be just like someone like Sadish. Okay, Sadish is our FIB organizer, or if it's a company, uh, so we can just let him know that Robert is going to take the class. Okay, so it's for to so we can put Sadish in the uh, in the CC list. Okay, so we don't. I mean, he's not going to take the class, but he must be known that some classes going to be taken as part of FIB, right? So Sadish is being let know. So Sadish is being copied in the email. So what do you mean by copied is carbon copied, CC in the email or copied in the email. So you can say we can put Sadish in the CC and blank carbon copy, right? So it's another different thing. Okay, so let's say so we'll see the difference in all these three things. Okay, so 2 and CC. Okay, so once you send it, uh, okay, okay, email sending failed. Okay, let's not worry about that thing. Okay, take computer class. So now you can see, right, in this email, we have received this email. So we can see the two email here. We can see the CC email, but we didn't see the BCC, right? Okay, so that's it. So that's a thing. So BCC emails, right? It won't appear in the send email. So we have sent it to Robert Ravikman@gmail.com. If you see in the sent items list, right? If you see in the sent items list, we have BCC the person Robert85 Ravikman@gmail.com, uh, but he is not as part of the uh, he's not part of the list. We can be in the no, the receiver cannot see who the person whom or BCC'd in the email. So that's a purpose. So we if you don't want someone to know that the email is being to sent, you can add it to the BCC list. Okay. So you can see the BCC guys are not here, but the CC guys will be available here. Okay. So so this is one thing. Okay. And now we can go to the so now we learned about the difference between BCC and two items. Okay, so now we can go to the scheduled thing. So now it's already 7:47 and we can go to sent items and see. Okay, see, this is the email we scheduled we asked them to schedule, right? So that means in the sent items, right? We send the item at a specific time. Right? So we set the time at 7:45. So you can see the sent item. It you can see the email is being sent at exactly 7:45 p.m. by Gmail automatically. So we don't have to do anything. So all we did is set the time to be sent, and Gmail automatically sent the email at 7:45 p.m. So it remove the scheduled items here. So that means it already moved to the sent items. So that means the receiver had received that email. Okay. So we can see what happened to the email. Whom did we send? Okay. So okay, we send those emails to the wrong persons. Okay, to Robert Ravikumar. So we okay. Okay, so Robert Ravikma, this another some other person. This is not the Gmail account. So yeah, okay, that's it. Any questions? Anything from Kanagaraj or Angovin? Anything you want to ask or anything you want to learn from Gmail specifically?
It is okay, sir. Thank you. Very useful, sir. Very nice.
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
Okay, so yeah, so and we'll see at other options also. So now you could see the background, right? It's white, and see this background. You have some colorful pictures here, right? So we'll see how to set those background effects. Okay, so if you go to the settings.
So the one thing I want to ask, Gmail image, what is the difference?
Ah, what is it?
Email and Gmail, what is the difference?
Ah, okay. So email, I mean, email and Gmail.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
so email is a general term. So email is some electronic email. Okay.
Electronic mail.
E stands for electronic email, and
Oh,
so we have a lot of electronic emails like email. We have Yahoo Mail, we have Hotmail,
Yahoo, Yahoo.
Zoho Mail. So we have a lot of different companies which provide email services for us. Okay, and we have Outlook. So that's the difference between email and Gmail. So Gmail is a company. So Gmail is Google Mail, and it's
Google
provided
Mails,
by
yeah.
Google. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that's a difference. So email is the functionality or an service, and Gmail is one company that provides us that email option. So that's a difference between email and Gmail. So you can have a Yahoo Mail. So all our email services.
Okay, sir. Thank you for explanation. Explanation.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So again, we'll move to the how to set the backgrounds, right? So we have a nice background here, and we'll see how to set the backgrounds. Okay. So okay, go to settings. Okay, so you can see an option called theme, right? So click on theme, click on view all, and you can choose any background you want. Okay, so you can choose anything you like. Okay, we'll choose something colorful, and we'll choose this option. So okay, click on it and click save. So now you can see the theme, right? It appears nice. So what I have to do is go to settings, uh, go to view all, or you can just type. You can select here and see the different options. Okay, go to view all. Okay, I think this one looks nice. This one. So you can choose between different options. Okay, so okay, we'll choose something with this one. Okay, click save, and you can see uh, the Gmail background. Okay, so this is one thing. This is how you do settings. I mean background theme for your Gmail account. Okay. Oh, these things. Okay. Okay, that's it. So that's one thing. And let's say I want to set a background. Okay, background picture for all the. I mean, not a background picture, for a profile picture for our account. Okay. So let's say I want instead of T, right? See, if you see in my picture, right, you can see my picture available here. Okay, so you can see my name, my picture, and my email ID here. So instead of T, I want to I want to choose a different profile picture. Okay, so click on T, So choose this option. So click on this icon and choose this camera option, and you can choose to upload a photo from your computer. So select from computer, and you can choose anything like, okay. So you can choose this thing. So select a photo. So the photo is being uploaded, and you can crop the picture. Okay, so you can choose how you want the picture to be there. So maybe you can choose left. You can rotate it if you want left, left. You can right, left. Okay, so you can use all those options and add caption. So it can say that works. So yeah, that's it. So set as profile photo. So once you do, once you can zoom it if you want to. Let's say just want the sun, right? You can zoom it like this, or you can I want the trees also if you can uh, do this. Okay, so use this option, the crop option. This is called a crop thing. Okay, so you can crop the photo. You can cut the photo, not upload the whole photo. You can cut the photo using this select as. So you can crop the photo, and you can just say set profile photo, and you should be able to see a photo updated. Okay, you can see the photo now. It looks better, right? Now you can see, you can so usually what people do is select their own profile pictures. So you can choose your own profile picture, and using the profile picture, people will be able to recognize you. Okay, so uh, let's say I type my email, right? So now you can see my photo available here. So this is my photo. So when I type my email, it is easy recognizable. So that's the purpose of having these things. Okay. So instead of this thing, TechWorks, what did we take? Tech85 works at gmail.com. Tech07 works, right? Okay. So we'll say Tech07 works. Ah, okay. So now you can see, right? Now you can see the purpose. So now you can see the picture of whom you are sending the email in the email. So once you hover it, right, on the send email, you can see the profile picture here. So that's exactly the purpose of having a proper profile photo. Okay. So yeah. So this is how you set a profile picture, and how you use it, and how it will be useful for others to when you send an email. Okay. So this is one thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So anything you want to ask, or else we'll do a recap on what we learned today. Anything specific you want to ask, or anything?
Okay, sir. I have nothing to ask. Thank you. Time.
Okay.
I play this game.
Yeah. Okay. So you have an email account already?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So you can send an email. So I'll give you my email in the chat, and you can
Yes, sir.
try sending an email with all the options. So you can use formatting options, right?
Yeah.
Do some formatting, underline, bold. So you can type anything, and you can send me an email. So that will be a homework for this week. Okay. So for you and Kanagaraj, you
Right,
can
sir.
send. Okay. So send an email. I'll give you the email ID in the chat today. Okay.
So
So
you give the email by the WhatsApp, sir.
yeah, I'll
Later.
give you the email in
Later, sir.
WhatsApp. So okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. All right.
So yeah. So okay. Uh, Okay, let's do a recap on all the things we discussed today. Okay, so from today, so we will revise all the things covered here. We have another 14 minutes to go. So So first we learned how to create an email. Okay, so the email creation process was from here. So we'll quickly do an email creation. So we have to go to create account, click for myself. You have to give the name, tech works, and okay, so you have to give tech works and see whether the email is available. So if it's already taken, you have to choose something else. Okay, 2021. Okay, it's available. So we can give a password. Okay. Uh, so any password you can give, and you can click next. Okay, so they're asking for a stronger password. Okay, so we can choose to show the password. Okay, so password should be minimum 8 characters. Should contain numbers and letters. Okay, so that's it. And you can type in the phone number, and you can create. Once you type in the phone number, you will receive an you will receive an passcode in your mobile message as a mobile message. So you can use that. You can type in the number. You can, in the next step, you will be asked for a mobile message. I mean, you'll be asked for the passcode, and once you type the passcode, you can create a Gmail account. Okay, so we're not creating a Gmail account again. We'll use our TechWorks thing. We'll choose the password. We'll sign in again. Okay. So we are logged into our Gmail account, and we'll see how to compose an email. Okay. So composing, we saw about two things. Okay. I mean, and a lot of things we saw in how to compose an email. So we saw about two. So two is the email who's going to work on an email, or who's the main person who has to receive that email. Okay, so that is one thing. So CC is a person who can be who who I mean whom we have to let them know that email is being sent. So who is not going to action and action on the email, but we have to let them know that something is being done. Okay, so those guys we added to CC, and we can, and BCC we know that we learned that so BCC won't appear in the receiver's email. So whoever is BCC, right? The receiver won't know who's BCC, but CC guys, he will know it. Okay, so that's it. And subject is the thing that appears in the subject of the email. So that is the motto, or the thing that uh, appears in the inbox itself. So if you see, Singapore PR application is the subject here. So once you go inside the email, so all the contents will be inside. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, and subject is done. So again, we saw about how to format an email. So how to format the email body. So first we have to give the greeting, then we have to type the email content, then we'll have the what is it, we'll have the signature. Okay, so this is the email signature. Thanks, Robert Ravikumar. So this is our email address. So this is where we should put our name. So if I Robert Ravikumar sending the email, so Robert Ravikumar should appear here. Okay. So this is sender's signature. And apart from that, we can do undo redo. We can change the font. We can change the fonts here, and we can change the font size. We can bold, italicize, underline, or change the text colors. We can do alignments here. We can do numbers, bullets, and we can do indents. We can do strike through and remove format. All the options are provided here. So once we type in the email, we can send that email, or we can choose to reschedule. I mean, schedule the send action at a particular time. So once you do a schedule send, right, you can. So once you schedule send, you can choose a time to send the email. So we'll say tomorrow morning, and it will be scheduled to send that tomorrow morning. Okay, you can see tomorrow 8 a.m. this email will be sent. Okay, so cancel send, and we'll go again to the draft version. So during again we'll see, you can see how to attach an email. So you can choose to attach this picture. Okay, and we saw how to add links. We saw how to insert emojis. We saw how to insert photos. Insert photos is the same thing. Okay, so you can choose this photo. So photo inserting photo will insert the photo at the body. So it's not an attachment, but it's the photo is at the body itself. So there's a difference. Okay, so attaching the photo and inserting the photo is a different thing. Okay, so you can see it's part of the body. It's not, and this is part of the email attachment. So there's a difference between an attachment and an insert photo here. And these things you don't know really. So yeah, okay, you can schedule send tomorrow 8 p.m. So that's it. So now we can see the items in the scheduled item. So this is how you compose an email. And we saw about starred emails. So starred emails are the important emails. Okay, so if you star it, you can see it here. You can do snoozed. Okay, snoozed is something. It's an email which can be received later. So once you receive an email, you can snooze it, and you can ask it to be reappeared at a later point of time. So this is snoozed, and this sent items list. So whatever email we have sent, right, for the past so many days or so many years, all the email which is being sent will be available to be seen in the sent items list. So whichever email you send it from, so sent from this account will be available here for viewing later. Okay, so this is one thing. So schedule, we just saw it. We just saw drafts. So drafts are the emails which is not yet being sent. Okay, so we have a draft that's being sent. So we start typing some email and we didn't click the send, or we didn't use the send option, right? It always appears in the drafts list. Okay, and drafts you don't have to do it. So once you open an email and I mean, once you start composing, it will automatically get saved in the draft email. So if you want to remove the drafts, I don't want to send this email, you can do discard drafts. So once you do that, it won't appear here, and it will be lost forever. And that's one thing. So, and we also saw about important emails, right? So we saw how to mark an email as important and not as important. So you can choose this option: mark as not as important, mark as important. So whichever is selected important will appear in this sent items. I mean, in this important list. And also we saw chats. We can use the chats option to chat with another person. So first you have to invite him. He has to accept the invitation, and then we can start chatting with him. So this is one thing. So spam emails are unwanted emails that will be automatically classified as spam uh, by uh, by Gmail itself. Okay, so okay, we can see detailed things about spam emails in the next week. So we will continue with the Gmail next week, and we'll see all these things in detail. Okay, so categories, labels, we can see those next week. New meetings, maybe we can see it next week. So that's it. And then we saw about how to change the color picture, right? How to change the theme. So go to settings, click on settings, view all, and you can choose any picture. So I'll choose this picture, click save, and you can see the background changed. And then you'll see how to change your profile picture. Click on this, go to select computer, choose a different picture, crop this picture. So center, all these things can be done. Maybe we'll choose this home. Okay. So once a picture is cropped, set as profile photo, and you can see the profile photo changed. So that's it. So always make sure that you sign out of your Gmail account. So whenever you are typing, whenever you're using in your friend's computer or your computer, you can sign out this option. So signing in, again you can go and sign in, type your password. So you can type your password or you can choose from the option. So show password. So this is your password. I'm going to, and you can type in the password and click next to sign into your account back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this week. So I hope you understood how to create an account, how to send an email, how to sign in and sign out, how to change profile pictures, all these things. So I expect both of you to send me an email with the font with those. I expect you to use all these options. Okay. I want you to use all these formatting and send me emails. Just maybe a happy new year email. Okay. So wishing me a happy new year. I want you guys to send me an email. So this will be a homework for your week. Yeah. So okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.